Good morning, students. In the last class, we had discussed about measurement of speed, measurement of distance, and measurement of time. And about pendulums, etc. Today, we will discuss about graphical representation of motion. So, first of all, what is graphical representation? We often observe that economic growth, depreciation means the loss or decrease in property, the value of currency in property, assets, etc. over time. And returns, percentage of elements, etc. are represented graphically. There are many types of graphical representation. Come here. There are many types of graphical representation like bar graph, pie chart. We will see later in this part. Histogram. What is histogram? It is a type of graph used in statics, means in mechanic or mechanical engineering. It is representation of distribution of numerical data. And line graph. Line graph is a curve chart. You make series of data points. We make a series of data points and then connect it by a straight line segments. That is called line graph. All these graphical representations help us to analyze and predict a data easily. Why we use graphical representation? To understand more clearly. Similar to other graph, motion. Now come to motion. Motion of an object can also be the best represented graphically. So let us learn how we represent motion of an object graphically. These are called distance time graph. The name is distance time graph, means one side is distance and another side is time. And we will calculate or observe the speed also. When the distance traveled by an object is traced or observed with respect to time, means distance with respect to time, and the observation are plotted on a XY plane, means on a graph paper, we get a distance time graph. We shall learn the distance time graph for three cases. First is stationary object, second objects in uniform motion, and third object in non-uniform motion. First of all, we should know how to make a graph. So, first of all, what is graphical representation of motion? A motion of object like speed can be represented in a diagram by drawing their distance line graph. Distance time graph. A distance time graph shows how the distance traveled by a moving object changes with time. So first of all, we have to learn how to draw a graph by showing distance and time. First of all, learn how to make a graph. This is a normal starting or learning point of making a graph. For this, we have to take a graph paper and draw a line from left to right, means in a horizontal line, that is here OX line, which shows the time zone or time axis mostly in minutes, and make another line from O point in upward direction, means vertically. This is Y line, and we call them OY line, which shows the distance traveled, mostly in kilometer. See the diagram. Hope you understand how to make this. We have two lines, OX and OY. Now come to our first point. Distance time graph here of a stationary object. Suppose a car traveled a certain distance and then stopped. The distance traveled at a various instant is given in the following table. Before this, you should know what is stationary. This is the third movement, also called stationary movement. If a car moves and then stops, then what will happen? How will we decide the speed? Now car has stopped, but it has traveled a certain distance. But now it is stopped. So distance covered, now it is called a zero speed because it has stopped, but time is running. So in this case, the diagram will be a straight line because of zero speed. There is no speed, so diagram will be straight. Look at the graph. I will show you. First come here, उसके बाद we will show here. This is a distance time graph when object is stationary, not moving. Here you see graph is in a straight line that is parallel to the time axis or x-axis. What we have given, the question has given us distance travel in meter and time in second. Distance is 10, 10, 10, 10. Means it had stopped after 10 meter. And time is running 5, then 10 second, then 15 second, then 20 second. So the graph will be like this. Here, distance stops after 10 meter. Time is showing 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25 seconds. Time in second. Thus, we observe that for an object which stops after moving a certain distance, the distance time graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis or time axis. If you always remember, if the line is parallel to time axis, means the object or the car or any vehicle has stopped, means it is stationary motion. When we look at distance time graph with a straight line parallel to time axis, we instantly come to know easily. It predicts that part of the graph with a straight line parallel to the time axis indicates the object is to be stationary during that time interval. Also, the speed of a stationary object is 0 because it has stopped now. So, the speed is 0. Therefore, the graph with a straight line parallel to time axis also tells the speed of the object is 0. Here you know, stationary object parallel to time axis and speed is 0. But after reaching 5 to 10 meters, after some time it stops. So it is parallel to time axis and there must be speed is 0. Remember. There is another picture of distance time graph for a stationary object having 0 speed, and it is parallel, means horizontal line parallel to the time axis or x-axis. Look, OA traveled, the car traveled O to A. OX, your time axis, OY, distance axis, and speed is 0, and the line is horizontal. Okay, this is all for stationary object or stationary motion. Hope you understood. Now come to second point. It is distance time graph of an object in uniform motion. Here is an example given. Distance time graph for uniform speed, also called constant speed. In uniform speed, object travels equal distance in equal interval of time. There is an example. 9:30, 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30, 10:45 and 11 means changing after every 15 minutes. And distance travel 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70 means every 15 minutes the cyclist is covering 10 meter. It is in meter now. Okay. You have to draw distance time graph for this motion. Now, remember one thing. In a uniform speed or uniform motion, the object travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Both are equally changing. So, distance traveled is directly proportional to time. We can also say that distance time graph of an object moving with a uniform speed for constant speed is a straight line. Okay, it is a straight line, but the line is not parallel to the time axis. It is a slope or a slant of a distance time graph indicates that this speed or this motion is in uniform motion. One thing more, the greater the slope of a distance time graph, the higher will be speed. We will discuss it later. This is a graph. Look, it is left side distance covered in meter 10, 20, 30, 40 and the time zone is 9:30, 9:45, 10. Every 15 minutes cyclist is moving 10, 20, 30, 40 meter. And connecting these points, we got a slope and a straight line. This indicates that motion is in uniform. This is uniform motion or uniform speed or uniform movement. Okay, this is uniform motion. Another figure for uniform speed is, look at here. Distance time graph for uniform speed, also called constant speed, is a straight line, that is OA. In between OY and OX it is a slope and it is called uniform speed. Line is straight, straight line graph. Hope you understand. Understood or not? If not, ask me in the classes. One more thing here. What about if two objects are moving in uniform motion? Two cars are moving. How will you find that who is faster? Who is moving fastest? Here the word comes. Greater the slope of a distance time graph, the higher will be the speed. Look at here. Uniform motion, you understood? From the graph, we see a straight line inclined to x-axis. This is for uniform motion or time axis. This tells us the distance traveled is directly proportional to time. Therefore, we can predict that equal distance being covered in equal interval of time and hence is the graph of uniform motion. This is all about uniform motion. Further, the inclination or the slope of the inclined straight line gives the speed of the object. Steeper the line or higher the slope of the line, greater is the speed of the object. Also, lower the slope, जितना नीचे होगा of the line, lower is the speed. Means it is taking more time. Means they are slower. Let us look at the following example for a better understanding of the concept of slope. Example 5. Plot a distance time graph for three different cars. Car are A, B, C. Here it is red, green and blue. Three cars and the speed is showing in colors. Covering 200 meter, all three are covered 200 meter. A in 4 seconds, B in 10 seconds and C in 20 seconds. Who is moving fastest? Naturally, who has reached the destination 200 meter in minimum time, that car is the fastest. Look at the picture. A covered 200 meter in 4 seconds, B in 10 seconds and C in 20 seconds. Naturally, you can say A is the fastest by just looking the graph. This is the benefit of a graph or graphical representation. Thus, we can easily predict from the graph that car A travels 200 meter in minimum time. So, it is fastest and the highest slope. Look, A has the highest slope. While the car C travels a same distance of 200 meter in maximum time. So, it is the slowest and has a lowest slope. So, greater the slope is fastest and lowest the slope is the slowest speed. This is again a different example. Distance time graph OA and OB for the motion of two objects. Here there are two objects, or suppose there are two cars, OA and OB. Who is the fastest one? OB covers more distance in less time and OA covers less distance in more time. So, OB car has higher speed, and OA has lower speed. Try to understand these things. OA has lower speed because it traveled less distance and took more time. OB traveled more distance and took less time. So OB is the fastest or faster than OA. Hope you understood all these things. We have learnt about stationary movement and uniform movement and their graphical representation. Next day, we will learn about non-uniform motion. Thank you.